To start with unit number 8, page number 84 to 85, we are going to cover today renewable and non-renewable energy sources. First of all, I'm going to tell you about the difference between these two energy sources. Non-renewable sources, the energy sources which when once finished cannot get again or will take a long time to get back. Fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, natural gas, wood, nuclear energy are some of the examples of non-renewable sources. Basically, non-renewable sources are those that occur naturally, but when they are used, they do not exist for a long time. They cannot be made again and again. Renewable sources on the other hand, are the energy sources which are either unlimited or and can get back again in a short period of time. So basically, in your book, there is a definition of both these energies written. There are many sources of energy such as coal, oil, and natural gas. These fuels are fossil fuels. The fossil fuels could not last forever. They are not recoverable. These sources are known as non-renewable sources. So basically the sources that are limited, they are known as non-renewable sources. We have a shortage of these sources, and the sources which can be made again and again, they can be manufactured naturally, they exist naturally, those are known as renewable sources. So this is the main difference between both these sources. Renewable sources exist in small amount and they cannot be made again and again. Renewable sources, they can be recycled, they can be made again and again. Some of the examples of renewable sources are solar energy, wind energy, hydroelectric energy, tidal energy, biogas, geothermal energy, and nuclear energy. Here in your book, you're going to study five major sources of renewable energy that I'm going to explain you one by one. Types of renewable sources. There are basically five major types of renewable energy sources. Their names are hydroelectric energy, tidal energy, wind energy, biogas, solar energy. I am going to explain you all these energies one by one. So the first energy that we are going to discuss is the hydroelectric energy. As the name suggests, hydro means water and electric means electricity. So this energy is mainly concerned with the manufacturing of energy with the help of water. So I am going to explain you how this energy is manufactured, how it is made, and how it is used. So basically, in your book, it is written the kinetic energy of flowing water is transformed into an electric energy. This energy is called hydroelectric energy. So basically, in hydroelectric energy, you can see that there are dams and the water is flowing. This flowing water, because it is moving, it has kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy is used and transformed into electric energy to create electricity. This is known as hydroelectric energy. Dams are built to obtain this energy. The water required for producing hydroelectric energy is available free of cost. Hydel power stations do not add pollution to the atmosphere. One of the very important advantage is that they do not add pollution to the atmosphere, like they do not produce carbon dioxide mainly, and there are dams for hydroelectric energy. It is very important that dams should be built so that water can come out of the dams, and the flow of water helps to create the electric energy, because flowing water has kinetic energy, and that energy is converted to electric. So higher the kinetic energy of water, higher will be the electric energy converted. Hydroelectric energy will be made. The second energy that I'm going to discuss is the wind energy. Wind energy is generated by wind turbine and is mainly used to generate electricity. So in your book it is written wind has kinetic energy. A windmill is a machine which has blades. These blades move the energy of the wind. So basically they are saying wind energy is wind has kinetic energy, and to create wind energy, these windmills are used, and windmills have blades which move and produce electrical energy. In recent years, a windmill is being used to produce electricity. So this process of creating electricity through wind is has been used recently. A wind farm consists of about 100 windmills. So when you go to a wind farm, or you see or you village or you visit a village, then you can see that the fields, the higher fields, the farms, they have windmills. There are advantages of windmill. Wind energy is available without any cost. Energy does not cause any pollution. So a big advantage of wind energy is that when these windmills move, they do not produce any kind of pollution, and they are low cost. They do not require big cost. So that's why wind energy and hydroelectric energy are very useful. The third energy that I'm going to discuss is biogas. So biogas is mainly the animal manure. Biogas is a mixture of gases. These gases are formed by the decay of animal waste and water. A biogas plant is used to produce this gas. So basically, the biogases are created by the animal waste, animal manure. Here you can see in this picture that the animal is producing waste, and this waste is passing through the plant biogas plant. And the biogas plant, we can use the remaining material as a fertilizer. The plant for biogas is also called gobar gas plant. So this plant that converts the animal manure into a biogas, this animal manure is also known as gobar, and the plant is also known as gobar gas plant. One of the advantages of this is biogas is cheaper than other fuels. Other plants, when we want to produce electricity, they require fuel. But biogas, as it is a natural process, it does not require any fuel. It produces less pollution as compared to coal and petroleum. So one of the very big advantages of biogas is that no pollution is produced as compared to coal and gas. The fourth type of renewable energy that we are going to discuss is the solar energy. The name suggests that this energy mainly comes from the sun. The sun is the ultimate source of energy on the earth. The energy coming from the sun is called solar energy. So the energy that comes from the sun is basically known as solar energy. Solar energy can be changed into electric energy with the help of solar cells. Solar energy can be effective renewable energy source in our country. Solar energy comes from on the earth free of cost. This energy is also pollution free. There's a lot of solar energy coming on the earth. So basically, recently there is a lot of trend of using solar panels and solar cells. Solar cells and solar panels can be used to produce electricity. These panels, here you can see these solar panels. These are used to convert solar energy, that the energy that is coming from the sun, it is converted into electric energy to produce electricity. It is very cheap. It also does not uh, produce any type of pollution, and in future it will have a very uh, it will be used on a large scale, because people are getting to know solar energy, how it can be useful, because one of the main reason is it is popular because it is free of cost. The last energy that we are going to discuss, that is tidal energy. The wind, when blows over the surface of the sea, causes tides in it. In some countries, these tides are used to make electricity. In the developed countries, usually the tides that are produced on the surface of the sea, they are used to produce electricity, because the turbines, the machines, they are fixed inside the sea, and when the waves come, the tides come, then the blades of those machines, they start working. Here you can see those blades. And tidal power is also called tidal energy. It is a form of hydropower. Hydropower means power coming from water that converts the energy of the tide into useful forms of powerful main electricity. Although not yet widely used, tidal power has potential for future electricity generation. Although at the present time they are not very popular, because only the developed countries, they are working on it, they are using it on a larger scale. Tides are more predictable than wind energy and solar energy. So this is also very important form of renewable source. This energy does not cause any pollution like other energies. it also does not cause any type of pollution. So these are the five major types of renewable sources. They can be produced again and again, and they are very useful, and they have positive effects on the environment.